It's time for day 5. So today we have 32 Chunk versus 151 Walker. Ooh, okay, so they competed last year, or in 2021, sorry. 151 Walker and 32 Chunk faced off in 2021, which is very interesting to me. Obviously, we're going to ask, who won between the two, and it was 151 Walker. So let's take a look and see who's won this one. Between the two, again, I think it's pretty obvious, 32 Chunk. I'm sure that they're very similar, but overall, also from just an aesthetic standpoint, 32 Chunk is just so much more majestic. So I'm going to give this one to 32 Chunk. I think it's obvious. I don't really think that we need to do much more research here. He's just made more progress overall, and I think he's a clear winner. And actually, the margin was a lot smaller on Tumblr, which I thought is, again, interesting. Like, I thought that it would be a little closer, a little further. No, actually, you know what? I take that back. I think that that's a reasonable 55 versus 44%. I think that's, or 55.6 versus 44%. I think that that's a reasonable estimate. Although I do think that Chunk is the clear winner here, if not by size or by progress, at the bare minimum, just looking chubbier. Now, 128 Grazer versus 903 Gully. So this is 903 Gully's first year competing, so no prior history with anyone except for 128 Grazer at this point. And between the two, I think that this is very close. They made a very similar amount of progress. The only thing is that if you look at the proportion of the face compared to the rest of the body, I think 903 Gully is a little younger, and you can kind of tell based on the size. And so I would personally say that 128 Grazer is the bigger bear here. I just think but it's not obvious. I think that this is a very close tie, and honestly, I would not be surprised if it goes either way here. I think they're pretty much tied. But I'm going to give it to 128 Grazer just based on the width, like the vertical width of the tummy. Just looks a little chubbier. So yeah, I just think that she's probably, like, if you put them on a scale, she's probably like 5 pounds heavier. It's very, very close. And here 128 Grazer won this matchup, but I would not have thrown a fit if 903 if it had gone in 903's favor. So between the two, shockingly, a huge advantage for 128 Grazer on Tumblr. I honestly thought that it would be a lot closer because they are very similar in size. So those are our 2 polls for Fat Bear Week 2024, day 5. Those are the semifinal results. And so, 151 Walker, 903 Gully. Hope you guys have a great hibernation. And so we will take 128 Grazer and 32 Chunk to the finals tomorrow.